The reality is that in the health sector, the software that had been purchased when we came to office between the QEH and the polyclinics, the software did not talk to each other. And therefore the investments made in those pieces of software, in some instances millions of dollars, are of no use to the country. What we have therefore had to do is to be able to say to the QEH, we wanted to do it before COVID, but obviously with COVID having to run a second plant for the QEH at Harrison's Point, our fiscal space would have been limited, but we are hopeful that in the EU loan that we have, European Union loan that actually was a COVID loan, but that we have turned the corner with other aspects of the recovery from COVID and not just the management of COVID, that we will be able to have the health information management system that will ensure that all medical facilities in Barbados, public and private if they want, can talk with each other. This grant, therefore, is the architecture that will allow us to get to that stage, because the cost of a health information management system, as much as I would like to believe that it can be covered by the grant, can nowhere come close to being covered by the grant. And therefore the government, in the context of this loan, it is one of our cheapest loans on the book. I think the interest rate is 1.4%, and there was a 5-year moratorium, and it's a 20-year loan. So that will be used to be able to help us with the health information management system. That is why we appreciate the grant even more, because the grant complements the work that we're also going to be doing in the loan that we're getting to cover the health information management system. You would have heard the reference also to data privacy. That is critical. The government has passed the appropriate data privacy legislation, and we have more or less followed the European Union model. In the US, it is open to the wild, wild west. The market determines who survives or who doesn't. In China, it is open to a state-controlled methodology. And in Europe, it is a citizen-centric focus. And we have chosen as a country to go with the citizen-centric focus with respect to data privacy. So I hope that this gives us context to what we're doing here today, and to let us understand that this is a continuum. You will see us even, for example, doing digitization of the archives, because that is the basis of a new productive sector in terms of the heritage economy. And more, we're going to have to be able not just to digitize, but to put the systems in place to secure our environment and how we interact with each other.